Assalamu Alaikum, sister. Thank you for writing to our live session. I am really sorry to hear about your situation. And being forced to get married at the age of 16 definitely is not a good thing. And as you can see, it has had a very negative impact on your life. And again, I'm really sorry that this has happened to you. With that said, you've been married for approximately 6 years because you're 21 now. um, and you still don't want to accept this marriage. You say he's a good person, um, but he doesn't trust you. However, you go on to say that you love somebody else that is non-Muslim, and I'm wondering if this is why your husband may not trust you. He may know, whether subconsciously or you've told him that you love someone else. Um, and that could be the reason why he doesn't trust you. However, that is kind of beside the point at this moment in this conversation because you were forced to get married at 16. And in a lot of countries, the age of 16, forcing somebody to get married, I mean, is illegal, right? And even in Islam, forced marriages are, you know, not not halal. You're not supposed to be forced to be married in Islam. In Islam, a girl, a woman is supposed to agree to be married, right? That's your choice whether to be married or not. But somehow you got forced to be married at the age of 16. So at some point, you may have given your consent to be married, whether from family pressure or whatever was happening in the moment. Um, you agreed, but you didn't want to. And I personally feel at the age of 16, um, that's not the age where you can make, an informed and rational decision. I mean, you're not even of the age to, do a lot of things legally. Um, so I mean, at 16, you're still growing, and you really don't have a really full grasp on what it is that you want out of a marriage or a marriage partner. So, with that said, and just to summarize, in Islam, a woman, girl, has to give her consent to be married. You should not have been forced into a marriage. With that said, you were never happy in this marriage, and sadly, it's led you to do some haram things, which include falling in love with somebody who's not Muslim. I don't know how this happened, um, but at this point, it's not really relevant. What is relevant, however, is that you are married, number one. Number two, you shouldn't be talking to any other man, okay, because that's haram. And number three, given that you're so unhappy and you were forced into this marriage, you do have the right to get divorced, right? So, inshallah, sister, I am kindly suggesting that you do look at your options, that you do proceed with divorce if you've tried every other means to make this marriage work and you're still unhappy. Um, because, the law does allow divorce, but we have to try to save our marriages first, right? So if you've tried everything to like this person and feel good with this person and everything has failed, you do have the right to get divorced. Concerning this other person who you feel that you love and is non-Muslim, that's haram, right? So I kindly suggest that you stop communicating with this person if you are. And, even if you get divorced, this person is still not Muslim. And I know that you're hoping that he will, take Shahada and become Muslim. But for now, I kindly suggest that you just focus on what you are going to do in this moment and at this time in your life. And again, it should be focusing on what are you going to do with this marriage? Are you going to stay in this marriage or are you going to take the steps for separation or divorce. So please, sister, focus on those factors right now. You might want to write out the pros and cons, the benefits, and so forth, and just make sure that you really tried to make this marriage work out. Again, it was not a good thing to force you to get married at 16. And then, again, I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but you are in the situation now, and you do have options. You can separate, you can file for divorce, and then you can heal from the situation and move forward with your life. And at that point, you know, hopefully, inshallah, you will continue to grow in Islam and you will grow closer to Allah and you will realize that, talking with someone while you're married or talking with someone who's not Muslim is un-Islamic, right? And it's haram. Um, with that said, however, given the circumstances of your life, being forced to get married at 16, it puts one at risk um, to kind of get weakened in faith and kind of maybe stray a little bit. And that's not an excuse, no, but it is understandable. However, you know Islam and you love Allah and you want a happy life and you want Allah's blessings. So when we want Allah's blessings, we have to do things that are right and that are correct and that are not haram. So I kindly advise you that, as you move forward with your decisions, if you, still feel that, this person will become Muslim, um, inshallah, the best thing to do is to not have contact with him unless he reaches out in a halal way stating that he is Muslim. We wish you the best.